Okay, it says I'm live. All right. Shit.
Yes, finishes doing some deadly damage. A few moments with that bat. Stepping on the fingers, it seems. Van Dam is doing the jab. Also, yeah, turns the line and the destruction of team.
What's up, fam? I've been all right, man. My computer's kind of slow because I haven't turned it on in a while. Oh, yeah, sorry about that. My damn computer fucking exits out of the internet browser, especially when I'm not done with it. Hold on, I gotta mute this. Oh, yeah. I've been preoccupied with that solar eclipse. But I do need to get back into making music again. Yeah. Yeah, fam. I just got done with probation, though. I need to get my equipment back out so I can start working on music again. Yeah, fam. I'm like kind of thinking to myself, man, I hope this fucking solar eclipse ain't no end of the world type shit. Yeah. Yeah, fam. I need to get back into making beats. This is what I do. When I'm not on the mic, I'm on the beats. And I've been looking into this strange phenomenon called demon face syndrome. It's what the media is saying that people have that see like demonic features on people. And I think that shit is weird as fuck. I don't really either. I don't really either, but they're talking about this solar eclipse thing and they're telling people don't look up and shit. And even though I am a big conspiracy theorist, I do find this stuff interesting. I was meaning to ask you why'd you change your name, fam? Damn. You like that dude with so many names, fam? Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense, fam. But yeah, I do need to get back into it, fam. I've been away for a while. I need to start making beats and recording tracks again because at least I know when I record something, it's good. It's good, you know? Whether it's collaborations or solo. I thought about asking my grandfather if I could have his desktop computer, but I don't know if he'll give that to me. But it would come in handy for the home studio. You know, it'd come in handy for the home studio. And I really do hope that this fucking solar eclipse ain't the end of the world. That shit would suck. That shit would suck if it was the end of the world. But hold on, I'm gonna step over here and grab my other controller, my MIDI controller. Hold on. Uh, Speaking of, he wants you. Man, that's dumb. That's just stupid. What the fuck kind of shit is that? And he ain't no fucking internet police. So who the fuck is he to tell people to get off the internet? Man, this shit needs to come out of the box. My mom's been making me keep this shit in the box. This shit needs to come out. I'll put that box back over there, but I gotta get back to work on music, you know? I've been spending a lot of time on video games. Especially after getting the PS5, I need a break from that shit. I need a break from all my consoles. Well, both of them anyways. I have a 4 and a 5. And let me see. I was very respectful of him. And I'm like, dude. Damn. Sometimes it be like that, man. Sometimes it be like that. Yeah. Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie. I have both the PS5 and the PS4, but I'm mostly on my 4 more than I am on the 5. It's like sometimes I just don't feel for the 5, you know? Because they took away the fucking internet browser. They took a lot of great shit away that the PlayStation 4 had. Oh shit, and I switched off the electricity. Well, not the electricity, but oh man, hold on. But hell yeah, fam. Oh fuck, that hurt. I gotta start messing with this again. I can't just keep messing with the 5. I gotta start messing with this shit again. This is my most recent controller. I need to start messing with this again. Sutter Kane told me I had too much, but I feel like at that time I don't have enough, you know? And then someone told me at Guitar Center, an artist is only as good as his instruments. I'm like, well, that does make sense. Can't argue with you on that. But yeah, I need to grab that switch, that multi switch that I plug up all my controllers into. You know, I do feel kind of bad that I upgraded to the PS5 and my friend, he's still on the 4. Nowadays, I don't worry about what others think. But yeah, man, it doesn't help to worry about what other people think about you. You worry about what other people think about you, you're going to age prematurely. You're going to start getting gray hairs when you're in your 20s, man, and people are going to start thinking you're in your 50s and shit. It ain't worth it, dude. It ain't worth it. My friend Malcolm, he has grays. He's like, how you don't have grays, man? I'm like, I used to give a fuck what people think, but then I feel like after a while it was just a wasted effort to even care what people think, because you can't change their minds. Once they think something, they're always going to think that. So there's no point of even trying to convince people of anything, you know? It just puts stress on you and ages you prematurely. Yeah, man. Yeah. You know, I wish somebody came along and told me this back when I was cruel flex and I was dealing with a lot of bullshit. I wish people told me back then. Sometimes it's best not to give a fuck about that. Let me see. Here it is. When I upgrade to a better one, I'm gonna give this one to my friend Malcolm. I want him on the label, but he's got his own thing. And I'm the only one who's actually been encouraging him to go back to making music and that he could make beats. But he says, man, I can't make the beats that I want. I'm like, yeah, you can, dude. Don't say you can't. And besides, can't ain't right. I told my brother, can't's not a word. Neither is ain't. Ain't a word either. I told him we all can do shit that we never thought we could do. Shit. When I first started making beats, I didn't think I could make a beat, but I just fuck with the shit, you know? I just put shit together. Try to make it sound good, you know? I feel like at this point in time, nobody could tell you how to make a beat. You just jump into it and you just make beats, man. Yeah. Oh yeah, man. And you know what you should do? Yeah. I'll tell you what you should do. You should get back on stage, man. You should get on stage. Get on a stage, hold a mic in your hand. And whether people boo you or not, just do your thing. Just do your thing, man. They can't take it away from you that you did your thing. It's just like haters on social media. They could say you suck all day, but at the end of the day, you still did your thing, man. You still repped yourself and you did your thing. That's all that should really matter. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, I'm taking a hit of this pipe. I gotta locate some stuff. I had a case for my microphone that I put all my cables in. I told myself if I'm going to be organized about anything, it's going to be music. Because when it comes to anything else about being organized, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about being organized about anything else as long as it's music. Yeah, and I need to tell my mom, I'm tired of putting the music on back burner. I need to get back into it. And I don't even need to tell her that. I just need to do it. Give the PlayStation 4, give the PlayStation 5 some time. I got stuff on here I got to work on. I got a lot of shit I got to work on. I definitely will, fam. Hell yeah, man. I don't do the auto-tune thing, but hell yeah. I feel you on that. I think the reason why I don't do auto-tune is because I don't really sing. I rap. But yeah, I need to find those cables. Most importantly, I need to find that microphone case that I have all my cables in. Oh, I see it. I see it. Ow. Fuck. And I had some time to think about it. I think I should drop the mask. When it comes to music, drop the mask. Besides, I've had my gimmick with me all along. Ouch, that hurt. But yeah, I had my gimmick all along. Ouch, that hurt. What does Systematic Psycho think of it? I imagine he supports it. Oh, I feel you. I feel you, fam. You just wanted people to be able to understand you clearly. Yeah, and that is important. That is important, though. People have got to be able to understand you. Damn, I hope I'm not bleeding. Hold on, let me see. Shit. No, I'm not bleeding. I just scraped skin. I just scraped some skin, that's all. But I don't know if I should plug up this extra piece. That should only come in handy when I'm using multiple, you know. I understand that, man. I understand it. ADHD is when most of the times you can't focus your mind on one thing, so you kind of do multiple things. I'm kind of like that too. Damn. But you're right, fam. You are absolutely right. I need to get back into this shit. It's what I'm good at. Even though people like werewolf, cannibal, cannabis, and other people like that have told me I suck, I still keep doing it, you know? Fuck them. At the end of the day, they can't understand why I have love for it. And the way I see it, nobody has the right to tell anybody not to make music because it's art, you know? It's like telling a painter that you don't like to stop painting. You can't tell them that because at the end of the day, they still going to do what they love to do. Yeah, it is. Music is art. Music is art. So is writing and painting and other creative things. Anything that's creative is a form of art. If you could express yourself through the art, then it's Well, if you could express yourself through the form of creativity, then it's an art. Oh, yeah, definitely. I do too. But I need to dig through these old beats and get them done. And I need to get that keyboard out of the corner. You've seen my keyboard, you've seen my whole setup. I need to get my keyboard out of that corner and have it set up right here. Although my mom's gonna fucking flip, but she has to understand I love to make music too. Definitely. Yeah, fam. I think the reason why I spent so long on video games is because I was connecting with my brother on the PlayStation 4 because it's the first time he's got one. Hell yeah. You ever talk about music to other people? Like whenever you bring up a conversation, you ever talk about music? I usually do. Hell yeah. Damn. I think that's the reason why it really wouldn't last with me and another chick because the first thing I'd talk about is fucking music. I'd sit down and talk to her about music. And if she asked me if I had any other hobbies, I would have been like, yeah, music. Music is a hobby. Music and video games. But I need to focus primarily on music. I mean, video games will be there for my downtime, but I do need to get cracking on music, man. Because a lot of my beats are fucking dope. They're fucking dope. I just need to finish them. But yeah, I even talked to my therapist. Well, I don't go to therapy anymore, not since my therapist retired. And I actually considered her a friend, but being that she retired, I don't really talk to nobody anymore. What do you think about Southern girls? I like their accent. It sounds attractive and sweet. Oh man, I have no opinion on that. Although there is this one lady that I kind of had my eye on at the dollar store, but I can't find myself to talk to her, you know? I can't bring myself to talk to her ass. I like her though. She's fine as fuck. I do want to talk to her, but man, think to myself, man, I don't have no chance step into that. You know what I mean? Shit. Me and my brother Malcolm, we have this debate about women. I'm like, man, I'm pretty sure a woman will want me when I'm successful. He's like, dude, she's got to accept you as a failure, dude. She's got to accept you before the success. I'm like, well, I think you draw an interesting conclusion. she's got to accept the mess before she accepts me as the success, you know? And I think with music, that's where I'm successful. I'm very successful with music, even though I had a trial and failure, but I'm, I am successful. It's not a matter of can be. I am successful. Yeah. You know, one time, I'll tell you this. One time when back in my jitterbug days when I couldn't buy cigarettes, I once asked a lady to buy me a pack. She was like driving this white car. She was fine as fuck too, but I was a jit and I couldn't holler at her. But she gave me a hug though after she bought me a pack of cigarettes. I was like, man, that's fucking sweet. But yeah, they're saying there's a solar eclipse that's gonna block out the sun, and it sounds like some end of the world type shit by the way people are making it sound. But then again, there's been failed predictions of world ending shit. There's been failed predictions about the end of the world for many, many years, probably since the beginning of time. But no one person can predict the end of the world. Welcome, whoever joined. Oh, me and my friends did that shit too, man. But the only thing about that ever came true with my predictions about the end of the world that is that everything was going to go. And I was right, man. In a way, I was right. And I'll tell you how I was right. Because it's like nowadays nobody wants to date no more. And I could see why. I could see why. Nobody wants to get played. That's why. That's why I told myself, man, you need to stop hollering at these females, man. Just make music. Because at least you got something to show for it. Whether you make a good track or a bad track, you have something to show for it. You got a track. Whether it's good or bad, if you make music, you got yourself a track. And you can go out and show people the track you did. Let people hear the track you did, you know? You know what's crazy? I caught WrestleMania. I watched WrestleMania 40. Yeah, I'm kind of a fan of wrestling, but I just wanted to see Cody Rhodes complete the story, finish the story, and he did too. He did. He did. I watched it last night. I could say now. I could say I watched it last night. And damn, my computer wants me to update it. Shit. I'll do that shit later. That shit asks for too many updates. Shit, the old computer I used to have, that used to have the fucking disk tray, that shit didn't even ask for too many updates. Not like this one does. This one asks for a lot of updates. Most importantly, what I need to do is stop looking at my resume on Horrorcore Wiki and other places that I put music like SoundCloud, Bandcamp, Reverb Nation, and just add to that. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. That's fucking dope. I could say I met Mark Henry when I was a kid. I met Mark Henry, but I didn't know it was him. I mostly saw him on WWE programming, but I didn't know it was him up close. He signed his this thing for me. It was this paper thing that was like a souvenir, but he signed it for me. And I didn't know who it was. I didn't know who he was when I met him in person until somebody who took me there told me, "You know who that was?" And I was like, "Nah, man." And he's like, "That's Mark Henry, world's strongest man." I was like, "Damn." Oh man, hold on. Give me a moment. I coughed so hard and that shit hurts. I think I might need to go to the doctor for that because that's not normal. You shouldn't be feeling that shit. Yeah, he did finish the story. He beat Roman Reigns. And to my surprise, you'll never believe who came out there. At first, you'll believe who came out there. The first person who came out there was Jey Uso because Jimmy came out there. Then Solo came out there. And then John Cena showed up. John Cena came out there and gave Solo an AA through the table. And then The Rock came out and gave John Cena a rock bottom. Then The Undertaker came out and gave The Rock a choke slam. The lights went out. Undertaker appeared, gave The Rock a choke slam. Lights went back out. Undertaker was gone when the lights came back on. And then Cody Rhodes hit Crossroads 3 times on Roman Reigns and pinned him. And the match was over. But it was a good match, though. It was a good match. I have to say I haven't seen a match that good since the WrestleMania 15 match between The Rock and Stone Cold for the WWE Championship. back when it was WWF, because that's when I watched wrestling the most. I watched it back during its good years, the Attitude Era. You talking Attitude Era, well, WWF and WCW Monday Night Wars type deal. But I don't think I was watching it during the whole duration of the Monday Night Wars. I think I joined like right close to the ass end of the Monday Night Wars. And this is when The Rock had the hair, he had the sideburns, Triple H had hair, Stone Cold Steve Austin was there, The Undertaker was there, he had long hair. Kane wore the red and black striped mask with the red and black striped singlet attire. I remember all that shit. The Ministry of Darkness, D'Lo Brown and Mark Henry, Owen Hart and Jeff Jarrett. Who else? The Brood with Gangrel, Edge when he was 26 years old with Christian. I remember all that shit. I could just keep going on, you know, because during my childhood, wrestling was the fucking cornerstone to it. After they stopped airing Batman, the animated series, I went to watching wrestling. Who else was there that I could remember? Oh yeah, Ken Shamrock. There was Ken Shamrock. There was Big Boss Man, Tess, Mankind, which is currently Mick Foley. Everybody knew he was Mick Foley. He went as Mankind. He went as Dude Love. He went as Cactus Jack, the three faces of Foley. Who else? Viscera. The old Acolytes before they became the APA. They now talk about the APA more than they talk about the Acolytes, but the Acolytes were there. It was the Acolytes before it was the APA. And before they started calling him Ron Simmons, also was a former WCW United States champion, they called him Farouk. Before he joined up with Bradshaw to make the Acolytes, he was in the Nation of Domination with The Rock. After The Rock broke out as a babyface and turned heel, because when he debuted, they had a nickname for him, the Blue Chipper. They called him the Blue Chipper. And what really made him break out as a superstar is when he beat Triple H. It was a long time ago. When they first met, he beat Triple H. This is back when Triple H wasn't even Triple H. He was Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and he had like a gentleman gimmick. But yeah, I'm talking about some wrestling. But before he was even Hunter Hearst Helmsley, I have to go more into the backstory. He was terrorizing in WCW, probably back in the way early 90s and late 80s. Talking about Triple H, how he was terrorizing in his WCW days. This is back when, before Stone Cold Steve Austin was known as Stone Cold Steve Austin, he was known as Stunning Steve Austin. Undertaker was in WCW as Mean Mark. Kane, he had another gimmick. I don't know. I don't remember what it was, but I think it was dumb. That's why nobody really remembers it. They only remember his most popular one from the Attitude Era. And now he's mayor of Tennessee. He's mayor in some city in Tennessee, which I give props, you know. Reason why I like Kane as a mayor because his political views is that he believes that vaccines shouldn't be mandated. And I give him props on that because they really shouldn't, especially if they're experimentally dangerous vaccines. And oh shit, I wasn't supposed to talk about that. You could basically say that this YouTube video is going to be removed for quote unquote medical misinformation. I know I've been through the ringer of that. About a good few times I've had a lot of videos taken down due to medical misinformation. But props to Kane because he says that vaccines shouldn't be mandated. And actually, I don't think this is going to be taken down for medical misinformation because I didn't mention the, I can't talk about it because this is YouTube. I can't talk about it. It sucks that we come to the point in this lifetime that we have to be careful with things that we talk about because they're touchy subjects. People get offended. What else? Your videos could be hit and flagged for medical misinformation. It's just a whole bunch of BS, you know? You know, I look back at the time when I was a kid and I'm like thinking, man, back then we had freedom of speech. We had freedom of speech back when I was a kid. But nowadays, it's limited. Your freedom of speech is limited. I don't even know how we got to this point, but we did. Sometimes I can't help but to ask, what drove the government to say, okay, we're going to reach this point and this is where we're going to be at, and then we're going to go from there? What made them decide that? It's like they didn't have a public discussion with the people. They didn't have any type of anything like that. They didn't have no public notice, if you will. And it's like you can't even talk about the LGBT. I can't even say it. What is it? The LGBTQIA plus motherfuckers. The ones that are taking up all the fucking alphabets. Before you know it, every letter from A to Z is gonna have something associated with homosexuality or sexual perversion or some shit like that. But even I can't say shit like that because I might be targeted as being homophobic, which I'm not. Which I'm not. What I'm trying to say is we all have a right to live our own lives and have a choice and shit, but I wish they wouldn't push this on everyone, even the ones that are uncomfortable with it. Because not everybody's going to ride with it. Not everybody's going to want to roll with it. Even I don't want to roll with it. And shit, I don't give a fuck about using the wrong pronouns because we're not pronouns. That's just nonsense. Labeling people as pronouns. All because some people don't like to be called him or her. They prefer them. Now, if they rob you and you have to tell the police they robbed you, the police are going to say, they, how many were there? No, that's their pronoun. They'll be like, they, them, who, what? It shit's getting confusing. It's all getting confusing. Shit's all getting confusing. The way I see it, if someone was born with a wang, okay, you a boy, you a male. Leave it that way. If someone was born with a vagina, okay, you're a girl, you're a female. Keep it that way. Like Mr. Rogers said, even though people used to call that man a pedo, there were never no proof about it. They just didn't like the fact that he was telling motherfuckers, be kind. He said there's 3 ways to be. Be kind, and be kind. And it makes a lot of sense. He's old school, but shit, I even grew up on him. I grew up on Mr. Rogers. The world didn't deserve him, but we got him. And apparently, at the time, Mr. Rogers knew something that people didn't back then. He knew a lot of shit that people didn't know back then. And I like the fact that they had Tom Hanks portray Mr. Rogers in that movie. Shit. I'm pretty sure I wasn't watching Mr. Rogers in a movie. I was watching Tom Hanks doing a bad portrayal of Mr. Rogers. And I swear nowadays, they don't even try to make good movies anymore. Shit, you know? I even try to draw inspiration from horror movies, but I barely see any good horror movies. Except for what's on Tubi, but I need to find other places to look at horror movies. I don't download horror movies. I just watch them. I just stream them. For some reason, my pipe tastes like one of them fucking Whoppers from fucking Burger King. And I didn't even eat no Burger King. I stay away from fast food restaurants because they use fake meat. Their meat's not real. All that shit is fucking fat from other animals, man. It's fucking fat from cows. They be selling us fat from cows, man. They don't even sell us hardly any beef. It's just all fat and shit. And then they had this solution to fucking 3D map and press up fucking fake meat. And you never even know it's fake until you watch how it's made. And I don't mean the TV show how it's made, but the real dark truth to how shit is made. Shit, I stopped eating at McDonald's. I haven't eaten there in years. My mom goes in there and she's like, "You want something to eat?" I'm like, "Not here. Not here. I don't trust any of their food because some of that shit be smelling off and shit." And I think we do have the solar eclipse. Yeah, it is today. And probably that's why the internet's not working because, well, it's not working properly because of the whole solar eclipse affecting the major networks and shit. My brother Malcolm said that it was only supposed to last like 4 minutes, but I don't think so. I ain't buying it. No disrespect to my brother, but I can't buy that. And it's definitely dark. It's definitely dark. And they say when you go out, don't look up. Don't look up, fam. I know my shit's slow as fuck, but I think they say we're gonna enter 3 days of darkness due to this solar eclipse. I gotta check what the fuck's going on Facebook.
It's the Roman circus. What does the emperor do when the people become restive? And when the people are asking questions, and when the people don't like the policies of the emperor? He sends them to the circus. He creates a circus. He builds a giant coliseum.
I know you can't see it,
and
but
he begins
listen.
to throw the Christians to the lions. And he has great chariot races and football games and basketball games, all to keep the idiots preoccupied with things that don't mean anything in the scheme of the entire world, so that they don't have the time to learn what the truth is, so they don't ever get smart enough to learn how they're being manipulated, so they don't ever question the emperor. That's why they pay a player on a football team or a baseball team $1 million or $2 million or $3 million a year. It is the Roman circus. I know men who don't know anything in the world except who plays third base for the Mets, and they think that's a great accomplishment. And they meet and pat each other on the back and bond and go have cocktails and talk about what this guy who plays third base for the Mets did in last night's game.
Damn.
It's sad. It's really sad.
But I'm the opposite of that because I don't know anything about baseball. I just look into shit like this. I look deep into conspiracies and shit.
How old are you?
And that's why I get so much of the same conspiracy stuff on my Facebook because I know people that research this stuff. Oh shit. Wow, that's deep.
Hate you.
Damn. That's sick. That's sick. I ain't fucking with that. That's sick, fam. That is fucking sick.
Jesus or none of that shit. That's not my ancestors' shit. So I'm not knocking y'all for being Christian, but I am knocking black people for being Christian. But I want to say this. Bitch, you don't gotta believe in Jesus, but you need to know that there is a quantum intelligence that we consider God. God is an acronym for generator, organizer, and dispenser of reality. God is the highest extent of your mind, which uses elements and matter to express itself. So I'm controlling my body. I'm the consciousness in this body. That's God. God is the mind. God is one universal mind that we all express individually through our biological computers, aka our brains. It's one internet. It's 1,000 motherfuckers on the internet. That don't mean it's 1,000 internets. There's one mind. It's 1,000 organisms that express this mind differently within their own genetic capacity. But there's only one mind. The mind is God. This is why nobody's ever seen God, because nobody's ever seen their own mind. But if you didn't understand all of that, let's just say there's a higher power. I don't believe in Jesus.
Ever wonder how people post so often? They're
Be rhyming like they're 25 years old. I'm like, hold on a second.
Damn. I'm seeing these pictures of lightning striking the Statue of Liberty. Damn. That's crazy. Oh, there's a meme of Joe Biden that someone shared. It has a picture of Joe Biden and it says, those MAGA extremists want to lower inflation, lower gas prices, secure the border, and to become energy dependent. They must be stopped. I could imagine him saying shit like that because he has demonized Trump supporters ever since his inauguration. And while he's got the world believing that these people are bad and shit, ain't nobody even questioning what he's done. And ain't nobody could even name one good thing he's done. Not even my grandfather. My grandfather tried. He's like, well, all I know is Trump is bad. I'm like, well, that ain't telling me anything good that Joe Biden has done. I'm asking, what has he done since being elected? What? Yeah, you notice it's dark. It is dark. At 4:20 in the morning, there should be light out, but it's completely dark outside. I'm not looking outside, but I can tell. think that has to do with making people act crazy. Oh no. I think I could step by the window and kind of take a look. Shit. Uh, Not really. I can't see. I can't see it. From where I'm at, I won't be able to see it. You know, I used to raise all kind of hell with my mom about keeping me inside all the time. I'm like, Mom, I gotta go outside sometime, you know? Right. I'm gonna pin that comment up. That's true. He hasn't done anything, you know? The most I can remember him doing is just demonizing Trump supporters, raising the prices on everything, getting us into a proxy war. That's what this whole Russia Ukraine shit is about. It's a proxy war between Russia and the United States. I kind of don't want to say this because it's going to anger Risen Mikey, but I don't know, man. You know what? I'm not saying it because I don't want to piss him off. I'm not saying it because he might get mad at me about it, and I ain't going to hear it, you know? But most I can say is Joe Biden fucking sucks. And if my friend's dad was still alive, he would be pissed off. And I don't blame him because he knew the difference between the two political opponents in 2020. One was a capitalist and the other was a communist. And he knew that as soon as some communist beats the capitalist, that we were all in deep shit. But he died, though. He died. I was like, man, I hope you're wrong about that. He said, I've never been wrong on these types of things before, so you're going to have to take my word for it. I'm like, damn. He said, and I quote, these are his words. He said, my buddy Donald Trump is a capitalist and he wants to see the country being great, you know? I'm like, you know, I think I can believe that. Even though I wasn't political and I didn't believe in no politician. dude told me that Donald Trump is a capitalist. He might be a billionaire, yes, but the dude is a fucking capitalist. The man wants to create jobs and build the strongest economy the world's ever seen. And that's what he did throughout 2017 and leading up to 2020. And then the pandemic happened and all this other shit. And old Joe Biden, he has this memory problem. He tries to say that Donald Trump locked down America, but truth of the matter is Donald Trump didn't lock down America. I could remember because as soon as Joe Biden was president, that's when the lockdown occurred. When Joe Biden got in there, that's when the lockdown happened. I guess they couldn't get Donald Trump to lock down the country, so they had to have Joe Biden do it because they know the man doesn't think. People think for him. He don't have to think because others think for him. They make all his decisions. They even put clothes on his ass. They clothe his ass, you know. Otherwise, he'd walk out in public fucking butt ass naked. Because the dude don't dress himself. They have to shoot that man with drugs and get him all drugged up and dress him up so he ain't idling off somewhere butt ass naked where they can't find him. I know it sounds hilarious, but it's actually true. Alex Jones covered it. Tucker Carlson covered it. And I think potentially, who's that other guy who's on Fox? That Fox still has Sean Hannity. Sean Hannity is probably going to cover some shit like this. He already covered the fact that they found cocaine at the White House. We all know whose it is. We all know. Hunter Biden needed to hide some fucking cocaine, so he stashed it at the White House, knowing that his dad works there. But it's America. Who doesn't have a drug problem in the United States of America? And marijuana doesn't count. Marijuana doesn't count as a drug. Not if it could be used for medical purposes and it actually helps people. Drugs ain't supposed to help people, so marijuana don't count. Drugs actually kill people. They say the solar eclipse is going to cover the states that spell out a secret phrase. Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself. Or Epstein didn't kill himself. No, he didn't. I tell you what I think happened. With Jeffrey Epstein, here's what happened. That man had a flight log of all the people who went to his island and got it on with kids and shit. And they couldn't risk him going to the public and saying, well, here's the list. These are all the people that were on the flight log, because it would incriminate a lot of people from high profile politicians and celebrities, and everybody would be going away for a long time. And that's why the man died. But he didn't kill himself. He was probably killed by some government person, somebody who worked for the government or someone who worked for a network of secret societies, kind of like a Freemason or a Jesuit, Illuminati type person, maybe. Probably the same group of people that had JFK killed because they want to tie up loose ends. And when you're into a crime this big, you can't afford for loose ends, so you got to tie up all loose ends. And that's just the game these people play, you know. You know, a while back, me and Chris Reese, we talked about the Illuminati and shit. We talked about that. But I think I'm more deeper into it because I know he's into paranormal stuff. He's into paranormal. I'm into like conspiracy theories and shit, government cover ups, those kinds of things. It's a lot risky to look into, but I don't know. I think what led to that is that Chris Reese was telling me that he thinks that the Illuminati had Marilyn Monroe killed. I said they did. And they had JFK killed, John Lennon, Michael Jackson, so many people. So many people who came out and try to expose them and put them out for the public to know about. They don't want people knowing, but yet they put their fucking calling card, as I call it, or their symbol on the back of the US dollar, you know? They put it right for everyone to see. The pyramid with the all seeing eye, that's their shit. You know what I don't understand? No disrespect to Risen Mikey, but I don't understand why that man threatened Donald Trump like that. I don't know why. I don't understand it. I'm like, damn, dude. I'm like thinking to myself, man, damn, dude. That dude at least try to help us out. He tried to help you out. He tried to help me out. He tried to help everybody out. Damn, dude. For real, man. No disrespect, though, but I was like thinking, damn, dude. I mean, I ripped on him because I thought he was like a Illuminati person. He was in the Illuminati, but a lot of shit didn't add up. I was like, man, the way they're going after this man like that, there's no way this dude's Illuminati because Illuminati don't go after Illuminati like that. Or Freemasons don't go after other Freemasons like that. I'm like, there's something off here, man. I'm like, I hope they don't JFK him. I know I heard a while back that they were going to fucking JFK fucking Elon Musk. But then again, there's only a couple of ways you'll know that they're going to go after Elon or anyone. Number of ways. First, they freeze your bank account. Then they have you arrested. And then third, they kill you. Well, this is what Andrew Tate said. And with as much as that man speaks, I'm surprised that they haven't went after him yet. Because this dude was actually teaching people how to get away from the system, how to get away from what they call the Matrix. You know, I miss the days when the Matrix was just a sci-fi movie and not a documentary, because nowadays it is a documentary. And a lot of movies that were supposed to be fiction are actually documentaries nowadays. I don't know how we reached this reality. I wish we could go back to the 90s where times were simpler, but there ain't no going back. I'm 34 years old, and there ain't no going back from this point, you know? Only to go forward and to the end. Joe Biden's trying to push us into World War III, along with Kamala Harris, and probably the guy who's actually behind Joe Biden, the guy controlling Joe Biden, telling him what to say, what to do, how to act, and all this shit is actually Barack Obama. And my friend don't believe me. My friend Malcolm, he don't believe me. He's like, man, there's no way that's Barack Obama telling Joe Biden to do this shit. I'm like, you'd be surprised, dude. You'd be surprised. I'm like, the shady shit our government does, dude, fuck, man. You'd be surprised. I'm like, and all you guys know is about the virus thing. You don't know about all the other shady shit. And I'm not talking about any other particular virus, but you know what I'm talking about. I told my friend, I bet you that every world tragedy that ever happened, our government is involved. I even try to tell my friend, man, you ain't gonna believe this, but I recently became a flat earther. I recently became a flat earther because I was actually looking into things. And I wasn't researching it. It's like I stepped away from my phone and I looked at I just looked at shit, and it come to my attention that the earth has to be flat because of the rainbow in the sky. And I'm not talking the pride rainbow. And that, to me, don't even count as a rainbow. That's not a rainbow. That's just 6 colors. That's it. That's just 6 different colors put together in the same picture. That's not a rainbow. A rainbow has 7 colors or more. Well, at least that's what they taught us in school when I was in school, you know? And another reason that got me questioning about the earth being flat is that if the earth was round, we'd be standing on this somebody be standing on this motherfucker sideways, and somebody would be standing upside down. I don't believe nobody is standing sideways or upside down. We're standing on a flat surface. We just don't know it. Because all our lives we've been taught in school that the earth is round. And if that's the case, you mean to tell me that the earth is a fucking ball of water orbiting through space? That doesn't make sense to me. That defies all logic. This shit is flat. We're on a flat surface. Everybody's on a flat surface. I can't believe the school lied to us, man. School lied to us. And I was telling my friend, you know that galaxy band that they talked about a lot in school? He's like, yeah. That's the firmament. That's the firmament. That's not no fucking galaxy band. That's a fucking firmament. That's the fucking firmament over the fucking Earth to prevent space travel. That's why space travel's impossible. That's why we never went to the moon. We never went to the fucking moon. I'm gonna do not disturb this shit. I'm gonna put this on do not disturb. But like I was saying, that's why we never went to the moon, because even they know we can't leave Earth. We cannot leave Earth. My friend Malcolm, he don't believe me. He don't believe that we can't leave Earth. I'm like, we can't leave Earth, dude. He's like, then how did we get to the moon? I'm like, easy. We didn't go. He's like, explain. I'm like, okay. We did not go to the moon. We shot that in a studio in Hollywood, California, in a Hollywood studio in California. That's why we did not go to the moon. We did not go to the moon because we shot the moon landing in a video in a studio in California, in Hollywood, California. We couldn't go to the moon because we would hit the firmament. And actually, we wouldn't even make it to the firmament. They try to convince us that the earth is round. Even fucking Google tells you that the earth is a rough sphere, but I don't buy that. I don't buy that. Hell nah. Even NASA knows the earth is flat. NASA knows, the United Nations knows. Yeah. Yeah, fam. They all know the earth is flat. That's why I stopped asking my phone if the earth is flat, because I already knew. No, that's not the reason, fam. we couldn't go to the moon because we couldn't go to the moon, actually. It's not possible. We can't leave Earth. We can't leave Earth, fam. Even Bill Nye, the science guy, even said that the Earth is a closed system. There is no leaving Earth. We even sent rockets. Well, not rockets. We sent nuclear bombs up into the sky to try to break the firmament. I don't either. We waste taxpayers' money on them just for them to show us CGI images of outer space. They're just generating computer images. They're not showing nothing real. It's all computer generated. I'm gonna go biblical for you on you for a moment. That's why in some of the translation of the Bible, Eve said that the serpent beguiled her. And another word for beguiled is NASA. And NASA is Hebrew for deceive. And that's why there's a serpent's tongue in the NASA logo. And for some reason, I think today makes me think of that music video from way back in the day called Black Hole Sun by Savage Garden. I believe the name of the band is Savage Garden. I can't show it on here because I'm not trying to get hit with a copyright bullshit, but you know the music video, you know the song. I can't show it. I'm not trying to get hit with a copyright claim. Plus YouTube try to hit me with a copyright claim for playing my own music, playing my own song. I'm like, what the fuck? How you gonna hit me with a copyright claim? That shit's mine. I feel you, fam. You know what I would have included in that essay when it comes down to how to become a better person? I would have said make music too. Make music as a positive outlet. Very therapeutic. Yeah, they do be tripping. Oh, damn. But like you said, man, I wish you didn't change your name so much, man. That's why I be telling you, don't be changing your name so much, because sometimes I have trouble remembering. That's why I was trying to scroll up to try to remember. DJ Chopped Unknown. Do we trust AI generator as humans? No, they're not humans. They're still not humans, but or the government wants to put us in jail. You think the government be tracking those AI things to try to incriminate people? Yeah. Your fans gotta know who you are just by sticking to one name. Although you could have two names, because I'm thinking about going back to being Cruel Flex again, because that was who I was before. I don't see why I can't be both. I could be Cruel Flex and Malicious Joker. Besides, I have Cruel Flex tatted on my forearm, so shit. Yeah, fam. This name I gotta remember. I gotta remember this name. DJ Chopped Unknown. But yeah, I took too much time off away from music. But I think the reason why I take breaks is because I try to refresh, try to come back at it refreshed. And I think when I hit it again, when I get back at it, I'm gonna be refreshed. Yeah. Damn. My album is still projects in the making. My albums are still projects in the making. Damn. But damn, I need to plug this shit back in. And most importantly, I gotta up update this fucking computer. Hold on, I'm looking through this hard drive because that's where I keep all my music. You know who needs to hit me up? Systematic Psycho needs to hit me up. And I gotta wait for it to load up too. Yeah, just as I expected, they want me to update this. Well, actually, it's updating itself. Oh, damn, downloading shit. Already. I see what it's doing. It's still updating. It says I haven't used the software in a moment. I gotta update Mixcraft. That's the studio for me. course, they come out with patches to update the software. Yeah. Yeah, fam. I'm just waiting for my software to update. I need to update this computer too. That's kind of why it's been slow. But yeah, I'm waiting for this software to update. But yeah, I do need to get back to working on music. Thanks for reminding me, DJ Chopped. DJ Chopped Unknown. Thanks for reminding me, fam. What's good, fam? I just updated Mixcraft. Oh, yeah. You got my email, right, fam? You got my email? I'd say to send that link to my email. I'll check it out. Yeah. And besides, I gotta hop off here and update my computer. I gotta update my computer, fam. But all right. Hold on. I could hit you up on Instagram. I just can't live stream on Instagram because I have a Nokia phone and it says my phone's not compatible with that. I can't even use Threads either. But yeah, I'll get at you, fam. I'm gonna have to update my computer. Plus, after my computer updates, I'm gonna plug up to Mixcraft and actually start working on music. It's been a while since I worked on anything, but I'm gonna get back to work on that. But Y'all know what it is. All right, y'all. Peace.